So my name's Maeve Barlow. I'm 23 years old and I come from a small town called Deniliquin in southern New South Wales, and I'm about to go into my 5th and final year of medicine at Monash University. Having grown up in the countryside, I always knew about the perks of living in a small community as well as all the supports, and I think I really wanted to give back to the communities like Deniliquin that gave so much to me and sort of nurtured my upbringing. And having Dad, who worked as a pharmacist in Deniliquin, I saw the way that he was able to help people. In Year 12 you need to sit the UMAT, which is a general aptitude test for any undergraduate medical course in Australia, and often you need to do quite a bit of practice and studying for it, which might take 6 months or so. So sit that in June and then you apply for through VTAC for courses towards the end of the year. And then after your final Year 12 exams, you might be offered interviews. And so you undergo those and then you find out afterwards. Luckily though, being a rural student, they quite often give you extra allowance, being from the country area where schools might not do so well as metropolitan ones. And so I was on the Dean's Rural list and got an interview through that for Monash University. And then you could apply for just straight medicine or a bonded position, or I applied for the rural cohort. Well, moving out of the city, it's great to be sort of back in amongst space. You know, being able to go home for lunch, avoid the traffic, they're all just small perks. But then being able to be mentored by the doctors in the hospital who give you a whole extra level, I suppose, of teaching, because there's a lot less medical students when you go outside of Melbourne. Quite often you get one-on-one teaching, or in my GP placement I was doing my own consultations and the GP would come in and go through it again with me, which is really great. I only found out about a lot of medical scholarships through word of mouth from my friends who had found out about them, but otherwise you need to be really proactive. And in 3rd year I applied for RAMIS, which is the Rural Australian Medical Undergraduate Scheme, and got that, which has been absolutely fantastic. So what it is a $10,000 per year scholarship funded by the Australian government, which financially supports you when you move away from your support networks back at home. So moving around from Bendigo to Mildura to Castlemaine, that really sort of gave me a new lease of independence with that. Also, as part of RAMIS, you have a GP mentor, so you can choose a doctor yourself or they'll organise one for you. So my doctor back in Deniliquin, Dr. Rob, quite often we'll meet up a couple of times a year. It might be for coffee, or I'll sit in clinic with him or go around the hospital and just sort of get extra experience and see what it's like, both in front of you and psychologically how to deal as a doctor. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do it. As long as you have the determination and the work ethic, you can get the financial support to move wherever you need to go, but it's definitely possible.